Hi, I'm Julie Rowland with Network in Action, and I'm here with Steve Horsley with Skylight Financial. Steve, I want to thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so financial planning, that's one of those terms that can mean a whole lot. Can you
Absolutely.
tell me within the financial planning field what it is you specialize in?
We specialize in working with clients on really cash flow, protecting of assets,
Okay.
which means it could be a lot of different things, but also protecting income. Now, we find the foundation of any plan is a person's income or a business's income. And if that gets disrupted somehow, that will break down any plan that we might have put in place. So really that's the foundation, and then from there it's putting all the other pieces in place, the cash management, tax efficiencies, working with them on where are the best options to place each dollar that they are bringing in.
Okay, so it's not just doing the investments. You're actually one of those few that does a full plan for either your individual or your business that you're dealing with.
Absolutely. I tell people I meet with that the investments are about 10% of what we do.
Okay, I heard you mention something about, the income, is kind of the driver. I remember I used to always think that whoever's making the money in the house, they're down in the basement. You just have to think of them as cranking out those dollar bills. What happens when that crank stops winding? Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely.
So, how do
So
you cover that?
so people should be proactive in the planning for that. And a lot of people get deceived by the fact that they have group benefit plans through their employer, whether that's disability coverage, life insurance coverage. But the problem is those are typically inadequate because they don't, a lot of times those are a no cost benefit that the employee is given, which is fantastic, but the amount that it actually pays out if something does happen is typically inadequate for that person's needs. So what we like to do is analyze that and make sure, is that enough to take care of your family? If not, let's build on top of that some additional benefit for you.
And I think that's what a lot of financial planners miss is the fact that it's not just the investments, like you say. It is making that plan for those dollars to last and what they need throughout the entire life, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're the financial planner, the go-to guy, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about, so we know you're the go-to guy. Tell us a little bit about Skylight and what you as a company
Sure. Well,
believes.
we're actually the largest privately held planning firm in Ohio, and we've got thousands of clients. We've got roughly 7 or 8 billion under management. So we're we're actually in all three major cities: Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. We also have an office in Toledo. We've got about 150 advisors overall with the firm, and we like to support local businesses and nonprofits with just various sponsorships and things like that as well.
So it sounds like a very big company that has a very personal approach. Is that a
Exactly.
way to describe Skylight?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Steve, for everyone out there that knows they need their finances looked at, do you do a review for them? And is there a cost for that?
We can review any plan that a person's already implemented, with whether it's with somebody else or things they've been doing on their own. Our initial consultations, and I say consultations because
Okay.
sometimes it's a multi-step process, are no cost to the client until we actually deliver a plan to them and they sign off on that. That's when they would have some type of a cost.
Okay, so if someone is out there and they want to talk to you to have that initial conversation, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Probably just a phone call
Okay,
at my phone number, or we have an email. We have an office in Rookwood, which I mean, you can stop in, but we generally recommend you let us know you're coming first, because sometimes we're either not there or we're very busy. So
So what is that phone number, if you don't mind?
513-919-0672.
Okay, so now you know how to get a hold of Steve so that you can have that next step in your financial plan taken. Steve, I want to thank you, and hopefully you found this interesting.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.